high school players going to college, and then from February to March, we had the NFL Combine, college players going to the NFL. So before becoming a student therapist, I was a student athlete at Indiana University. So this is a topic that's been pretty significant for me since then. I know that it's something that influenced me to actually change my position within the football program from offense to defense, which I'll get into within this presentation. In 2009, I entered, and in 2010, I don't know if anyone heard of Eric LeGrand from Rutgers University. He was a player that sustained a spinal cord injury on a kickoff play. And in 2012, there was a player, Devin Walker, from Tulane University, who sustained a spinal cord injury, both of them quadriplegics. So, from workouts to wheelchairs. So there are 1.1 million high school and college football players that participate annually. Athletic activity is the fourth most common cause of spinal cord injuries behind car accidents, violence, and falls. So there are 11,000 neck injuries per year that present to American emergency rooms. So the majority of the cervical cord injuries that we get occur in defensive players. So as I said earlier, I changed my position from defense to offense, based off of the aforementioned names of the players that I saw while I was playing ball that sustained these injuries. So we know that football is inherently dangerous. Just to kind of explain the mechanics of it, tackling, our neck is naturally in extension. So when you look at people doing spear tackling or just tackling normally, they're bringing their neck into a bit of a flex position. That creates a bit of a column within the spine, which is not mechanically efficient. And so this negative mechanical position, combined with repetitive high impact forces, can eventually just cause the cervical spine to buckle. And that's where we get our injuries from. So talent, I don't care how much you have, can't override bad mechanics. It just can't. The fastest, hardest hitting, strongest player, you can't override bad mechanics with that talent. Okay. So we look at immediate management. I'd first like to say that not all spinal cord injuries are the same. There are individuals that have been injured that are walking perfectly fine. There are individuals that have been injured that will never walk again. Immediate management includes steroids. We've got methylprednisolone. That's an immediate management intervention that is used at the emergency rooms to attempt to deal with the inflammation, but unfortunately, you can't predict your injury, nor its severity. You can't predict that. So even the most effective interventional techniques, from field to hospital bed to therapy, you can't predict that severity. So the clinical bottom lines here, I believe that we as health professionals are obligated to educate consumers, patients, players, and everybody. But I believe that everyone is free to make their own choices. So moving on from this presentation, defensive players, as the research has shown, are more susceptible to experiencing spinal cord injuries. It's the research, that's the facts. Again, talent can't save you from bad body mechanics, and one cannot predict, nor train, nor prepare to manipulate the severity of your injury. So those are my clinical bottom lines. I would hope that if you know a player moving forward, educate them, let them know the facts, but from there, they'll make their own decision. So, thank you.